Like, you're playing as a fucking main character who's saying that shit. Who's saying the rebellion fucking dies. That's what I want. I want a Star Wars game where you're playing as the bad guys. I want a Star Wars game where you're playing as the Empire, because the Empire is fucking legit as fuck, and that's what you want. Who the fuck wants to play as the rebels, right? You want to be the Empire. So if you fuck that up, and have her join the good guys, that's the part where I'm like, nah, you ruined it. You ruined it. What I want is for her to be evil and stay evil.
Fett. Get me Inferno Squad, now.
I mean, look at how fucking Nazi they are. They're just Nazis. It's the best.
Report.
We have eyes on a rebel recovery team, Admiral, but we're too late to capture the saboteurs.
What's the status of the Death Star shield generator?
Worse than expected. There's no way to repair or reactivate.
Then our battle station is vulnerable. Eliminate the rebels and return to the Corvus. The Emperor's plan must not fail.
Yes, sir. Agent Hask with me. Agent Miko, cover us from here.
This seems like a pretty legit story mode so far, too, and I don't mean just in terms of the cutscenes, which are really good. Like, the presentation is stellar.
Understood, Commander.
But it's also not just being bot matches.
If there's anything to recover, we'll find it, but
because, you know, that's...
Careful, Commander. Single target on the trail ahead.
They're under us, going loud!
Ah, I shouldn't have done that. Let's cheap out and do that again. No. What is this? I don't want this. Stop this. What is this? I don't like it. Okay. Stop. This is, what the fuck? Because, you know, that's always a problem sometimes with games like this, where the quote-unquote story mode is just bot matches. That is something... What is this? What is this? Well, I like the E11. I don't really need... Actually, that's a pretty cool gun. Let's see. Definitely don't want that. Is this... Snipers, blah, blah. Let's go with the burst. That seems like a good one to go with. And I have no idea. This is just disturbing to me, and I don't want any part of it, frankly. Yeah, look at that. And it's got a 3-shot burst. That's what Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2 did, actually, where it just added voice acting and cutscenes to regular bot matches on a...
Spotting agent. We'll take it from here.
On a generic...
Show me a scan.
Sweet. Oh, okay, that's way too much. On a like a regular multiplayer map with regular multiplayer objectives, where it was just like, here's the command point, and here's some voice acting telling you to go to that command. It was basically just taking... fuck it.
It's over. Bunker is secure.
What's this? Ooh, a sniper. That might be good. But I want to stick with the one that I picked for a while. So...
Rebels. Wait for my signal.
Again, frankly, the fact that this isn't just doing that. Like, you might as well just pick instant action, right? Where you're just playing a bot match on a generic multiplayer map, and like with your friends, pretend that there's a story going on. That's what I would do sometimes playing that game.
Weapons free. Neutralize all targets.
That's what I would do playing that game sometimes, where you would just play regular matches, but add your own story to it. Like, pretend you're part of a squad being sent to specific planets to get into specific battles for specific reasons and all that. And that's what that story mode was. It was that, but, like, it was actually put in there by the developers instead of just being made up by you.
Shock that spot!
Yeah. Fuck you. Come on. Fucking rebels. And that was a big problem that TIE Fighter had, actually, is you only fought rebels, you only fought X-Wings and A-Wings and all that jazz for like the first couple of missions. And then the rest of that game you spent in a civil war, so you're still shooting down TIE Fighters and whatnot. In this, I'm actually fucking shooting and killing rebels, which is pretty sick.
Okay, those can't be all of them. Those rebel commanders must have already moved on.
We should too.
We're near platform 4.
Is there a shuttle there?
No, TIE fighters only.
Even better.
We should move carefully. We don't know how many rebels are out here.
No, we'll deal with them the same as the rest. Today we wipe out that scum once and for all.
Oh no! So much for wiping them out. Oh, come on, guys. You've seen that happen before.
Look alive, agents. We can grieve later. Right now, we need to move.
Grieve about what? You've seen the Death Star get blown up before. I mean, come on.
We need to reach platform.
Deja vu, am I right, guys?
Agent Miko, scout ahead.
Yes, Commander.
Although that is a pretty good indicator that it's time to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Speak to the Admiral.
Right?
Yes, Commander.
It's like, oh fuck, time to go.
Admiral, Inferno Squad is evacuating Endor. What's the situation?
Vice Admiral Sloan has ordered a retreat. We're pulling out of the system. Make it to your ship, Commander. Survive. I will send you the rendezvous coordinates.
Yes, sir. We'll contact you when we reach the Corvus.
Like, I'm impressed by this presentation.
Someone made a mistake. High Command overlooked something crucial again.
Hey.
No, there has to be more to it. The rebels were outnumbered and outgunned.
It's simple. The Emperor underestimated the strength of our enemy, and we paid the
Ooh,
price.
talking shit about the Emperor.
Permission to speak freely.
Granted.
I know we're alone, Aiden, but that sounded treasonous.
Look to the sky, Hask. It's not treason if it's the truth.
Oh, talking shit about the Emperor, but don't worry, he's fucking dead, so you're good. No one's gonna rat you out to him. The fucking Ewoks!
Heads up, Commander. Rebel patrol headed your way.
Thank you, Agent Miko. We'll take care of them.
I shot the fucking Ewoks, this game is worth it. I don't care how many microtransactions I need to play.
Visual on the patrol.
Get inside.
We should slaughter them where they stand.
Rein it in, Agent. You don't fire until I do.
Apologies,
If it were that
Commander.
easy, the Emperor would have fallen over Yavin 4. Even if it were, this moon's still crawling with Imperials. We're not out of this yet.
Listen to them talking about it. They said, we blew up the Death Star, isn't the war over? Fucking no, we blew up the Death Star last time, it wasn't over then, you fucking idiot.
Patrol neutralized.
Yeah, does the war feel over, bitches? That's why I'm impressed by the presentation, because again, the original Battlefront 2 was just bot matches in a generic multiplayer map with different, like, map positions edited from what they were like in the multiplayer in order to facilitate the idea of a story mode. This actually has, like, its own special gameplay to it. This isn't just a multiplayer map. You're not just getting into generic matches.
The rebels have them pinned down.
We have to help our troops. Go.
You're not just getting into generic matches that are no different.
The Empire is evacuating Endor. Push back these rebels.
That are no different from the multiplayer, but with voice acting. This is an actual, legit story mode. Like, with scripted story events and... God damn you. And sequences where it's like, hey, sneak through this area. I'm gonna stick with this, honestly. I like the E11. Oh, that checkpoint placement, though. That's, yeah, work on that checkpoint placement, I would say. Oh, no. Ewoks! Ewoks!
Thank you, Agent Nico. We'll take care of them.
I mean, it had that whole first
You will on the patrol.
mission where you're like trying to sneak through the ship, and it only became a run and gun at the end where it's like, yo, get the fuck out of Dodge. The hell was that? Yeah, again, that's funny where people are like, they were actually sitting there talking about, yo, the war's over, right? We blew up the Death Star, and she's like, no. We blew up the Death Star last time. That didn't end shit. You fucking asshole. We're fine. Chill out.
It's what they deserve.
I mean, like, that's something that people have talked about in fanon all the time. Like, that used to be what the entire extended universe was based around. Is after Episode 6, you blow up the new Death Star. Like, the show ain't over just because you blew up the Death Star, yo. The Empire's still out there, and they're probably mad. And there's, oh my god, there's like actually so much stupidity.
The Empire is evacuating Endor. Push back these rebels.
There's actually so much fucking stupidity surrounding the extended universe post Episode 6. That's why I didn't grieve. I didn't grieve when they were like, yep, the expanded universe is fucking dead. When Disney was like, yeah, none of that shit's real. Shut up. I was like, it kind of all sucked anyway. I mean, there was some good stuff, but for every... Fuck you. For every Rogue Squadron comic book series, there was a lot of garbage. Do you remember? Oh my god. Do you remember in the expanded universe, there was a clone of the Emperor, and that clone of the Emperor got into, like, a lightsaber fight with Luke and converted him to the dark side?
That's all of them. Time to keep moving.
And then, like, turned into a black hole of the Force, and then Luke became... And then Luke became a white hole of a light side force, and it was so dumb. Like, a lot of the expanded universe was fucking dumb, you guys. I'm sorry. But it was all stupid.
We won't be here much longer.
Commander, look.
There's our ship. Some of the only cool parts of the expanded universe is stuff that is still canon, like Thrawn. Thrawn is canon again, and Darth Bane. Darth Bane is still canon. So really, we only lost the stuff that was worth losing. We only lost stuff that was total garbage anyway.
Be ready, Agent Task.
But, like, for a long time... For a long time, the expanded universe was obsessed with post-Episode 6, where it's like, just because the Death Star got blown up again, and just because the Emperor is dead, doesn't mean that, you know, the war is over. The Empire is still out there.
Officer ahead.
And like the fucking like internet-y semantics of fucking cracked.com articles bitching about that was stupid. But the expanded universe was like obsessed with that for a while.
I've rallied a squad near the platform.
And I remember in games like
On our way.
like Dark Forces 2, where they were called like the remnants of the Empire, because at that point, just say the Empire is still around. Like, you can't act like the Empire is still this big, omnipotent force.
Looks like you're ready for it. Troopers, we're gonna take back that platform and evacuate this moon.
Oh, that was a mistake.
Open fire!
That was a mistake on my part. That's fine. NPCs, you guys can handle it, right?
Looking for enemies.
Isn't that music? I'm very happy because it's Star Wars music. Oh shit.
That armor's too strong for blasters.
That armor's too strong for blasters. Oh, come on. I hit that. I hit that good.
I need to disable.
But I mean, the question of what happens after you blow up the second Death Star and kill the Emperor, right? That's a reasonable question that's worth exploring, but not in fan fiction, right? Because that's what the expanded universe was. Even back then, even before the Disney acquisition, it was still just fan fiction. It's not like it was canon. It was just fans of the movies writing what they thought would happen afterwards. And that's all there was to it. What the fuck? Oh, I got flashbanged. Oh, I still have rocket. Come on. Now you're done. Now you fucked up. Haha, so much for being too strong for blasters.
The ATST is down.
Even with superior firepower, the rebels can't win.
Yeah, our firepower. Even with stolen firepower, they suck. So, like, so what? Like, oh, some of the ideas that they came up with in the fanfiction was kind of cool. But guess what? There's some stories on fanfiction.net that are kind of cool too. They're still not real. It's still fanfiction. You can enjoy fanfiction, but it's not like
Get to the lift.
I can come up with fun little ideas of what I think should be canon. That doesn't make it canon. It's something that I made up, right? So having an actual official source, having something with like the Disney's Star Wars logo slapped on it, exploring that idea.
Sabotaging our ships and preventing an escape.
Take them down and secure the TIE fighters for our escape.
Suppress and extract. I'm looking forward to it.
Having a game like this exploring that idea of how do you bridge the gap.
Rebel officer,
Push forward! Task, take the first TIE. Get the Corvus ready for retreat.
yes, Commander.
Exploring that idea of how do you go from episode 6 to episode 7, especially since episode 7 is so new, and that was one of the big questions I had was, where the fuck did the First Order come from, right? I mean, when you're watching the movie, it's not something that, like, matters. Oh, look at it, fucking stupid. It's not something that, like, comes into your head because you're just watching the movie and enjoying the movie. But afterwards, and you sit there thinking about, like, what the fuck's the First Order? Where does that come from? Why are they the
Hey, Nico, that's your
resistance?
TIE fighter.
I'll cover you until you escape.
Instead of,
Leave now. I'm first in, last out.
First in, last out. That's cool. Like, I like this character so far. Because, like, she's in charge.
Taking off, Commander.
I'm right behind you.
Like, she's an officer. She's the XO, especially considering she's, like, special forces and all that. Fuck you! You guys can give me some air cover. You know that, right? Just, like, gameplay's good. I press the buttons and it feels nice to press the buttons.
Commander.
Starfighter secured. See you up there, Agent.
Blew that shit the fuck up. I shot him in the head and his gun exploded. And I feel like that's something that really benefits where we are in the franchise right now. Because Episode 8 hasn't come out yet. So we're still very much in that, how did we go from the end of Episode 6 to the beginning of Episode 7?
So something like this wouldn't happen again.
Again.
I know. Hard to believe this is all that's left.
Because after Episode 8 and 9 come out, it's just gonna be those movies for a long time. Because, whoa, what are these controls? Hold on. What is that? Hold on here. A, yes, but I need... Here we go. Like, what the fuck? Why would you have the pitch? And why would you have it be on the right? That doesn't make sense. Fuck you. Weird ass. That's better. That's much better. Yeah! This is what I want.
We only made them angry.
Someone told me once that rebellions are built on hate. I never stopped believing it.
See, that's what you want from a character like this.
The Empire will change. Just like it did when they destroyed the first Death Star. We adapt or die.
See, I like this. I like this. What do you mean, Oh, like that. Okay.
What does it have?
I like this character. Like, she's just... Like, that's why I'm gonna be so mad if she ends up turning to the good side, right? Because that's a great line, where she's like, rebellions are built on hate. That's, like, a tweak on a line from Rogue One, where it was like, the line is, rebellions are built on hope. But from the Empire's perspective, rebellions are built on hate. That's pretty funny.
I'm picking up quite a few ship signals outside the debris field.
Any of them Imperial?
Not many. They've either retreated or destroyed.
Look at that fucking...
Star Destroyer.
Fuck you.
The Eviscerator is positioned
I shouldn't shoot it. That would be a bad
It
idea.
appears to be fully functional.
It could fuck me up.
At least Hask isn't alone on the Corvus. We might actually make it out of this alive.
We're going pretty fast. Let's slow the fuck down here. Oh, on the left. I see it. Okay. Throttle control. Really, I'm gonna be counting the days until the update where they add space dogfighting back in, because this shit is as close as we're gonna get to having TIE Fighter again, and that's what I want. I want another TIE Fighter. I wanted to do
Agent
it.
Hask, we're approaching the Corvus. What's the status on the engines?
Ion injector systems at 60%. I'm diverting shield power to reignite the engine systems. Commander, fighters inbound.
What are you shooting at? Oh, these
Bombers
guys.
2, defend the Corvus. It has no shield power.
See, yeah, this is what I want. This is what makes me happy. This TIE Fighter ass shit. This Rogue Squadron ass shit. That's what I was always bummed about. I really loved the Rogue Squadron games, but the fact that we never had a... Like, again, the fact that you were only playing as the rebels.
Attack run now.
Come here. This is kind of disorienting. The fact that you were only playing as Rogue Squadron, as the rebels. I would have loved... Like, those games only had, like, a couple of levels, like bonus unlockable levels, where you could unlock the option of playing as the Empire. It would have been nice to have a whole game like TIE Fighter. Come on. Like TIE Fighter, where you're primarily flying around in TIE Fighters like this.
We have the rendezvous coordinates, but the crew needs time to repair the engines.
We can make time. Agent Miko, let's take out these bombers.
What are these? What does this do? Oh, that's like a super boost. Oh, jeez. Okay. Slow down here. Y-Wings are traditionally pretty fucking slow. It's such a, like, because right now, with Episode 7 still being really new, we are at a point where we're kind of obsessed with how did we go from Episode 6 to Episode 7. But after that, after, like, we're done with the new trilogy, it's gonna be all, like, Resistance versus the First Order all the time. And, like, that's appropriate and all. I'm not complaining about that or anything. But I am relishing this delicate point in time where the primary thing that is being depicted is the original trilogy. Oh, fuck me. Is, like, rebels and stormtroopers fighting in TIE Fighters and X-Wings.
Get to the Corvette. I'm right behind you.
Commander Versio.
Oh, look over there.
Your ship to retreat. Then join me on the Eviscerator.
What up over there?
Sir?
You guys having a good time?
Orders, Commander. I will brief you in person.
Need some help?
Yes, Admiral. Inferno Squad.
Oh, look at this.
Admiral and I will rendezvous with you later.
Understood, Commander.
Okay. Oh, shit. Where the fuck did that guy come from? Just right at the end. And again, frankly, I hate the Clone Wars, like, so much. So any amount of time we have where it's Stormtroopers, Rebels, TIE Fighters, and X-Wings, I'm fucking happy. Now, say what you want about the cartoon show, Star Wars Rebels, but it's Rebels and Stormtroopers, so that makes me happy. The worst parts about that show are the parts that tie back into the Clone Wars, which it does a lot, which is frustrating, because I hate the Clone Wars. Oh, yeah, that's a
So what happens now?
That's like saying the Pope got assassinated.
The Empire will assault the very foundation of the rebels' pathetic belief in themselves. Tell me, Aiden, what is the source of their belief?
Hope.
Correct. This messenger's presence is a great honor, one I choose to share with my daughter.
See, look, they're so evil! You can't have her turn good! You can't come back from this! She is straight evil.
Admiral Versio, Operation Cinder is to begin at once. Resistance, rebellion, defiance. These are concepts that cannot be allowed to persist. You are but one of many tools by which these ideas shall be burned away. Heed my messenger. He shall relay you to your target.
Operation Cinder is the last command of our Emperor, and the first step in securing our future. Inferno is crucial to its success.
What's our target?
You are not verified.
Chill out, Jesus.
That information can wait. For now.
Need to know basis, honey.
Unusual. But these are unusual times. Go, Commander. Do what you do best.
It's still concerning.